friends, thanks for joining me today. I got a little Sydney Grace order in the mail. I'm so excited. There's a newer palette that I've had my eyes on. It's called the Perfectly Balanced palette. And I got the light versions of both of these palettes, by the way, that I'm going to be mentioning. But there is a deeper option that will slightly deepen some of the basics just to be even more workable for a deeper skin tone. So that's something you can check out on their website if you want to compare. But this is Perfectly Balanced. I'm so excited. This looks beautiful. Taking the little sheet off here. There's still a film on the mirror, guys. Like, it's brand new to me. But this one looks so everyday, on the warmer side, but neutral. I love the texture of Sydney Grace's mattes and shimmers, but I would say this is light on the shimmer. At a glance, I'm seeing just 3 shimmers within this palette. So that was the one I was kind of like aware of. I was seeing it on social media. And then this one totally got past me, the Hot Mess palette. Look at the art on the front. Kind of cute, right? This one just has a really interesting color story inside. Looks like this. And I was just very drawn into this one too. So I thought I've got to give that a go. That's the one I'm going to use today, actually. Allow me to peel off the mirror film. Ta-da! And also with my order, they threw in 2 free sample singles. Tell me in the comments if there are any other like kind of off the beaten path eyeshadow brands that you think I should be looking into. I feel like a few have been mentioned to me here or there. I need this to be the comments section where that feedback goes so I can check again and again. But for now, I'll let you know what else is on my face. I did use e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I wanted to see if it would help the staying power of something really, really light, like this serum tint, the Revlon Illuminance. SPF 15, shade is 201. I'm just having like a little experimental day with the face products. I used some full coverage concealer. This is from L'Oreal's Infallible line. The shade is Ivory. I set under eye and T-zone with the NYX Wonder Snatch. That's in the shade Sugar Serve. And then I've got this e.l.f. powder, Halo Glow powder filter in light neutral just everywhere else. And that's keeping my skin from feeling too tacky. I tried the CoverGirl True Blend Sun and Sculpt just as like a contour on its own. And I will say, as expected, it's really soft in that way. I have this in the shade Light, and in the CoverGirl video, the last video I did, I just put it on everywhere. And I think that's where I like the impact best, because just spotting it on, like, I got a really subtle contour. It was really, really soft. Some may like that, but I felt the need to top it off with another product. I used my Skin Enhancer from CoverGirl, the Caramel Truffle bronzer shade. My blush color today, it's kind of a glowy blush. It's On Cloud Pink. This is from Catrice. At a glance, it actually looks really close to their peachy shade, but it is a little more pinky, and I've got that on my cheeks today. I did my brows with the ColourPop Brow Boss. This is in the shade Dark Brown. And I used the Brow Boss Lifting Brow Gel as well. So now we're ready to prime the eyes. I think I'm just going to use my e.l.f. Lock It Down Eye Primer today. Get my stuff out of the way. I hope you guys had a good weekend. We had kind of a lot going on this weekend between games and cheer events, banquets, capping off the season. Belle also had her tryout for the new season on Friday. Just kind of a lot going on. But yeah, I'm really excited to hop into this palette, and I'm not even sure what direction I really want to go. I'm loving the purples down here. Some really unique bluish tones, like almost a dusty periwinkle is in here. That might be fun to play with. I gotta remind myself, you're not gonna fit this whole palette into a look in one day. But let's see. For starters, I want to take this peachy color called I Forgot. That matte, peachy, kind of beigey peach. And I feel like that would be good just building in the crease. Oh, it's really actually quite orangey pigmented, it looks like. But that's gonna be crease, and I think it should go kind of above the crease too. There we go, love. Look at that haze out of this shade. I was just expecting it to show up a little bit lighter than that, but it's really pretty and just honestly more intensely orangey than I thought. I love the texture of Sydney Grace shadows. You've heard them mentioned in the Emily Awards videos. Like I go on and on about how the palettes are like, you just pick a color scheme that you like because you are going to enjoy the texture. I'm going to take a little bit of the shade right beside it. This is a shimmer and it's called Caffeinated. And that's going to go, ooh, that looks really pretty. Just gently catching the light on the border of the peach. And I feel like if you continued along the upper line there, you'd get a really great, just warm, neutral look with some nice depth as well, but I need to bounce around a little bit. I'm gonna come down here to this shade, this kind of dusty plum. See how it's not a super pure plum? It's got a little murkiness in there. I like that. It's called It's in the Laundry. Very relatable shade names here. It's in the Laundry. I feel like my world has been turned upside down since the kids have been home from school for the past week. It's like, I don't know, I kind of got used to finishing the tasks I start, and now that doesn't happen anymore. Like, speaking of laundry, it's like, okay, I got it done. It came out of the dryer. One thing I will do is, instead of just leaving stuff in the dryer, even if I know like I don't have the chance to fold and put this away immediately, I'll like kind of mindfully take it out of the dryer and put it in a laundry basket, lay everything out so it's not just all like wadded up and getting wrinkled. Like, I'll do that, but that's my status right now, and I would have had that folded and put away on Friday. Like, it's Monday morning and I'm about ready to do another load of laundry. This is super pretty. Coming in contact with the peachiness, I will sniff it out in any palette. If there's peach, if there's plum, those two are probably going to come together. Oh, what a fun palette. Get it right into the crease. That depth. Yes. Going back to the crease brush, and I really am going to sort of mix and merge a little as I blend those two. I'm adding just a little bit of I Forgot the Peach to my brush, just to kind of reinforce it, but I love that, love that. Also, I'm going to take It's in the Laundry with my small pointed brush. Let me know if you have this palette, by the way, and like, how long have I been missing out on this one? It got past me somehow. It's probably during competition season. I'm just like deepening and maybe extending that shade just a teensy bit more, the plum. There are so many pretty shimmers in here, but I really want to use this one down in the corner, the one called Creatively Disorganized. I want my Morphe M302 for this. So a little smaller than the 303. I'm going to pick some of that up. I know it won't take much, but I want this to go on. Oh yeah. Oh, how fun. That's going to dominate like the center of the lid-ish area. Somebody's out there thinking, Em, how does this go? It doesn't have to make a whole lot of sense. We're just playing. But I'm seeing that shade merge a little bit over the plum. And then I think it's actually pretty flattering that the peach is near this color too. Wow, what a great color. It makes me think of like ocean water as you just look out across the horizon. And it's kind of glimmering just a little bit and catching some sunlight. Or some sunset sky, honestly. That's the water, there's the sunset. There's so much more I want to do with this. Like, I'm seeing a really deep, rich, shimmery olive over here. This purple shimmer as well needs to be worked in. Just some of the basics too. Really pretty matte lilac is in here. Still got a little room on my inner lid. I'm just trying to get this packed on like the same way the other side is. Make it even. Oh, so good. Cleaned off my brush a little bit. I'm going to take this shade called Caffeinated, which is the same one we put up under the brow. A little bit of that and let that come right in here. It's looking kind of champagne-y with maybe just the softest hint of peach involved, but it's just a truly light bit of peach. I almost look like I've made my own form of a bomb pop across my lid. 3 different things working in there. Oh, but I love it. That is so much fun. I would say on the lower lash line, it would make sense to me to put a little bit of the plum on the outer part there as well. Just a little shading. I love this look. I feel like even though I worked in some fun shades, I didn't really stretch it out too far in terms of surface area, which makes it feel kind of a little more everyday wearable. But really fun palette. I feel like we've kind of just hit the tip of the iceberg here. I think there's so much that can happen with this one. As for my liner, you know what I've kind of been enjoying is this brown shade of the ABH liquid liner. Not necessarily because like, oh, it has to be this brand, but it's what I have right now, and these do work really nicely. I need to remember to pick up a new Milani Stay Put tank, really in the black and the brown. I like them both. But see how that brown gives a really nice intensity, but it's just not as dark as black. There we go. I'm going to pop on some mascara and find a lip color, and I'll be right back. Alrighty friends, here's how the look turned out. I did some Milani mascara, highly rated fan club mascara, and then I used my e.l.f. lash extender on the bottom. And I just think that those colors are so fun. It just looks like kind of a soft, sort of buttery champagne color merging into the blue, into the plum, the warmth in the crease. I love it so much. On my lips, I don't know what I was really trying to do. I pulled out a dark brown lip liner here. This is Rich Cocoa from Milani, but then it turned out a lot lighter than I expected, which I should have realized because that's Nudie from Lawless. I don't know, it looks nice. I think I just need more blush. Ooh, I hear thunder in the distance. It's gonna storm. Good thing we got that anchor kit for the trampoline. And Bub just did it yesterday. It's like, I think these big long corkscrew things that go down deep. There's that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I feel like I have a lot more looks I can do out of this palette. And let me know if you're interested in the Perfectly Balanced palette too. Yes. It's more basic, but it truly looks so nice. And with the quality of this brand's shadows, I know it's going to be an absolute delight to use. And these palettes probably took a good week to get here. And I felt like the days leading up to me knowing that they were going to arrive. I've been using all my other like Sydney Grace palettes. I used the Eastern Fall. I used Unveiled. It was like I was hyping myself up to the moment my new ones came. It's so exciting. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you again very soon. I love you. Bye.